Welcome to Morocco. In the local tongue, it is called Al-Maghrib, the place where the sun sets. Morocco is not just a country, it is a sensory overload, a kingdom that sits at the threshold of Africa and Europe, caught between the Atlantic breeze and the burning breath of the Sahara. Welcome back to Phu Discovery. Today, we step into a landscape that feels like a living mirage. It is a land of vibrant colors, the indigo of the mountain towns, the ochre of the desert fortresses, and the emerald of the hidden gardens. This is a place where time is not a line, but a labyrinth. To travel through Morocco is to realize that the ancient world is not dead. It is simply waiting for you in the next alleyway. Let us begin our journey in the north, where the sky has fallen onto the earth. Chefchaouen. The blue dream, here in the Rif Mountains, tucked away like a secret, lies Chefchaouen. From a distance, it looks like a white patch on the green mountainside. But as you enter its gates, the world turns 1,000 shades of blue: cobalt, indigo, turquoise, and azure. Every wall, every door, and every staircase is painted in the color of the divine. Legend says the color was introduced by refugees to remind them of the heavens. Walking through the narrow streets of the Medina, you feel as though you are underwater, floating through a liquid dream. The air here is cool and scented with mountain herbs. There is a profound stillness in the blue, broken only by the sound of children laughing or the call to prayer echoing off the stone walls. Chefchaouen is a reminder that color is a form of protection, a way to keep the soul cool in a burning land. Fes, the labyrinth of senses. If Chefchaouen is a dream, then Fes is the waking reality of the Middle Ages. The Medina of Yes, Fes El Bali, is the largest car-free urban area in the world. It is a labyrinth of over 9,000 alleys, a place where GPS is useless and intuition is your only guide. The air in Fes is thick with the scent of 1,000 years. It is the smell of cedarwood, of roasting lamb, of jasmine, and the pungent aroma of the Shawara tannery. Here, for almost a millennium, men have stood in stone vats of dye, treating leather as their ancestors did in the 11th century. In the heart of the Medina lies the University of Al-Qarawiyyin, founded in 859 AD, the oldest continuously operating university in the world. Fes is the intellectual and spiritual soul of Morocco. It is a city that demands you get lost, for only in losing yourself can you truly find the heartbeat of this ancient kingdom. The Atlas Mountains, the Berber spirit. To reach the desert, one must first cross the Atlas Mountains. This massive range is the backbone of the Maghrib, a wall of stone and snow that separates the green coast from the red sands. This is the home of the Amazigh, the Berber people, the free people of North Africa. They have lived in these rugged valleys since before history was written. Their villages, built from the very earth they stand on, are camouflaged against the mountainside, looking like natural rock formations. Crossing the Tizi and Tichka Pass, at 2,260 meters, the landscape shifts dramatically. The air becomes dry, and the green slopes give way to jagged red canyons. It is a harsh world, where life is a daily negotiation with the elements. But in the hospitality of a Berber home, over a glass of mint tea, you find a warmth that is deeper than the desert sun. Merzouga, the golden silence of the Sahara. As the road ends, the world of sand begins. Welcome to Merzouga, the gateway to the Chebi Dunes. This is the Sahara, the greatest desert on earth. The dunes here rise like golden cathedrals, reaching heights of 150 meters. As you ride a camel into the deep desert at sunset, the light turns the sand into a sea of liquid fire. The wind carves the crests of the dunes into razor-sharp edges that shift with every breath. But the most powerful thing about the Sahara is not what you see, but what you hear. Nothing. The silence of the desert is absolute. It is a silence that demands respect, a place where the ego disappears. At night, the sky becomes a canopy of billions of stars, so bright they feel close enough to touch. In the Sahara, you realize that the desert is not empty. It is full of the presence of the infinite. Ait Benhaddou, the cinema of clay. Rising from the dust of the Onala Valley is Ait Benhaddou, a Kaysar, a fortified village made entirely of mud brick and clay. This is a masterpiece of earthen architecture, a red fortress that has stood for centuries as a guardian of the ancient caravan routes. It looks so surreal that it has become the favorite backdrop for Hollywood. From Gladiator to Game of Thrones, this village has played 1,000 roles. But beneath the cinematic fame, it is a place of ancient survival. The thick walls protect against the summer heat and the winter cold, a testament to the ingenuity of building with what the earth provides. Climbing to the granary at the top of the hill, you look out over the palm groves and the dry riverbeds. You see the ghosts of the traders who once rested here on their way from Timbuktu to Marrakesh. Ait Benhaddou is a place where the line between history and fiction disappears into the red dust. Marrakesh, the red pulse of the soul. Finally, we arrive at the Red City, Marrakesh. If Morocco has a heart, it beats in the Jama El Fna Square. By day, it is a market. By night, it becomes the greatest open-air theater on earth. Snake charmers, storytellers, musicians, and henna artists create a chaotic symphony of life. The smoke from hundreds of food stalls rises into the night air, carrying the scent of cumin and grilled meats. Marrakesh is an explosion of energy, a place where the medieval and the modern collide with electric force. But there is also peace in Marrakesh. Inside the Jardin Majorelle, the electric blue of the buildings contrasts with the lush green of the exotic plants. This garden, once owned by Yves Saint Laurent, is a sanctuary of quiet beauty. Marrakesh is a city of contradictions, where the madness of the souks is always balanced by the tranquility of a hidden riad. It is a city that never sleeps, yet always dreams. Morocco is a country that leaves a mark on your soul. It is a journey through light and shadow, through silence and song. It teaches us that the world is a kaleidoscope, and that beauty is found in the way we piece together the fragments of the past. From the blue streets of the north to the golden dunes of the south, Morocco remains a permanent mirage, a place that feels too beautiful to be real, yet too ancient to be forgotten. Thank you for joining Phu Discovery on this journey. Morocco is not just a destination, it is a transformation. Until the next discovery.